Hi guys and welcome to KG Reviews and to this trailer reaction and review of the new apparently Tom and Jerry movie. So guys, this came out just like a day ago as of recording of this video, and you of course let me know that I have to react to it. Well, I was going to anyway, but I just didn't feel at all very well yesterday, so that's why I skipped a day being here. But now I am, so I'm surprised that this even exists. I love Tom and Jerry a lot. I mean, how many generations even grew up with it? I think that quite a lot. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this, but I'm curious to see. So let's be open-minded and see it. Yep. Oh boy. Music. Oh, no, I have to talk over it, unfortunately. Okay, oh, this music is so overdone, so we're used in other trailers. Oh my goodness. Oh, start over. Okay, after the animations. Ah, typical.
In the big city.
Okay. Okay, guys, I'm sorry, but I have to talk over every music that I hear.
This hotel has been host to 4 presidents, 3 popes, 2 kings, and we're about to host the wedding of the century.
Yeah, of course, there's gonna be a wedding.
To take on this position?
I shine under pressure, like
Oh, Chloe. Hello to you too. No time no see. Of course, the cheese.
With the what now?
Yeah, a mouse. Does that count as a real mouse?
Oh wow, this is so detailed.
Oh, but that's cute.
We could hire an
boy.
exterminator. Or we can leverage millions of years of predatory evolution.
Sure. Oh, Jesus. That's so cute,
If a picture of
though.
this mouse is tweeted out to Instabook Face or TikTok, we will be ruined.
No, sir, that's not gonna happen. That rodent is toast.
Oh my goodness. Of course, that's gonna happen. Oh,
I will not let this hotel be ruined by a cat and a mouse.
oh no. Oh, jeez.
I think I might have just pulled this off.
Really?
Really? Yeah, really, because there's an elephant coming from the freaking entrance. Oh boy. It's a Batman cat. Yeah. Of course, that's gonna happen. Now it's time for my Okay, guys, I have a lot to say. And it's not very good. First, I have something very important. As a disclaimer, we are going to break this trailer right now. But guys, I have to say that firstly, Tom and Jerry is a classic animation. One of the most classic animations that are timeless, and you can watch the episodes no matter how old you are. It's universal, and a lot of generations, as I said, grew up with this. I mean, my parents and me and my nephew and all of that. Everything that is after me or before me has basically grew up with Tom and Jerry since they existed, and they are extremely iconic because all the episodes, they're genius. They're genius. I'm just trembling when I think about how much joy the series has presented to me. I mean, how much joy the series has given me throughout my growing up. So they're, of course, like golden and extremely precious in every way that you can think of. Along with them, of course, Bugs Bunny, everything that has to do with Looney Tunes as well. So Tom and Jerry Looney Tunes for me is just Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes for me are absolutely precious. I cannot stress this enough. I have not grew up with Mickey Mouse actually. I have almost not seen anything from Mickey Mouse. I only heard of him when I was growing up, but I never actually saw most of Mickey Mouse. If I ever seen one episode, that's gonna be crazy, just because in my country there were not like a lot of that, or if there were and just never saw them. Then I started watching Cartoon Network, and Mickey Mouse and Looney Tunes were the two most famous, most present animations there from this type. And I just don't get, at least at the moment, at the moment of doing this video and reaction, why do we need such a thing? I mean, Tom and Jerry did had some movies I saw throughout the years, but they just do not exist very good in this format, and are not just not very funny. While the originals, they're always funny because of the way that they're done. They're just very natural, and all of those things that they did in the animations and the interactions between Tom and Jerry, all the bad things they do to each other, all of that is very original for the times, and to them, it's unique to them. I mean, they're all Turner, Bugs Bunny, they all hurt their their counterparts, but they also are original by those ways on themselves. So now let's see the trailer. I'm gonna let you know what is bugging me here. So yeah, they have to start the story from somewhere. So they're like, oh, okay, so they had a great career somehow. I mean, how? They're famous, but they're not. So that's kind of confusing to me at the moment. But yeah, never mind that. That's not the point, actually. So we are starting with the funny stuff that, to me, like I've said when I first saw this, typical, because it is typical. And that's not a bad thing, but I've seen this done so many times. Then live action mixed with this type of a 2D slash 3D looking animation, because they're looking 2D, but in fact they are 3D, just look in that more classical way. But they're like also, you can see that they're also a 3D in a way. Chloe Grace Moretz, by the way, she looks great. Haven't seen her for a while since she was in that apocalyptic movie a few years ago. Jerry is always the badass that he is, which is great. That's so cute, and well, that's actually one of the most charming things and interactions that I've seen. And he, with the towel getting out of the tub, that's lovely. I mean, that I find this charming. Then this is something that we haven't not seen, just because printers, scanners, such technologies were not very much around when the originals animations took place. So it's always fun to see how it's like this fish out of water almost effect. And then of course we have to have Mr. Tom here, so this is how we get him into the scene. It's just all fine and dandy and makes sense. I like how Chloe is acting to all of this. I mean, she's great for this. And then we start with the classics. And of course, moving off the whole, it doesn't make any sense, but in the setting and in the reality of Tom and Jerry is perfect. But this, guys, it's cute and all, but I've seen it so many times. So maybe their idea is, well, let's present Tom and Jerry to the new kids these days. Okay, but they also have the old animations, which are more than perfect, like perfection. And they don't need to see this movie that's gonna be just a shadow of the original. I mean, the movie is good on its own. I don't think that it presents anything new. It's just very remixed, recycled, remixed. Okay, when I saw this, I was like, in my mind, yeah, I've seen this once again so many times. And this too. And absolutely, I've seen this, and I'm not sure I've seen this in Tom and Jerry, but for sure I've seen it in Looney Tunes, done to some of the other cats, either Sylvester or some of the other singing cats. There was a certain episode with the singing cats. Yeah. Again, this is, you can say that this is new. I haven't seen anything like this because I haven't seen Tom and Jerry out much. Outside the house. And of course, they always want to destroy everything, despite of, I mean, they're trying this humor where, okay, they're trying to kill the mouse, so the cake is not destroyed, but in their efforts, the cake is destroyed. So, what's the point? You just destroy the whole cake. Wow, the mouse just didn't do anything much of that. And this, I've seen this once again so many times. Yeah, I only did not see this, but yeah, most of this, guys, this is one of the things that just yeah, now kind of bored me in a way. I mean, I've kind of just was the last straw for me because once again I've seen this in the animations, but mostly I think this is from Sylvester and the other Looney Tunes. It looks exactly like some of these episodes. For surely I've seen this. I have watched these Looney Tunes so many times. So they basically take from both Tom and Jerry themselves and Looney Tunes, and this as well. This is something that Tweety is gonna do to Sylvester as well as Jerry to Tom. But yeah, the same. Well, my reaction, what Chloe Grace Moretz did here, is actually my reaction to the whole trailer, basically. So as a trailer, if I did not know about Tom and Jerry, this is perfectly fine movie that I would love to see like on a Saturday and Sunday just for fun. But knowing what Tom and Jerry is, and that is one of the most interesting original animations for its time, and once again I mean original for its time, where Looney Tunes, they all had this similar formula, but we all know that Tom and Jerry have a particular friendship going on and hatred at the same time, and all of that dynamic is only unique to them. And the jokes and the funny stuff, all the physical comedy that we see is only unique to them by the ways that they interact with each other. Bugs Bunny also has ways to hurt, Elmer Fudd and the Roadrunner to hurt the Wildly Coyote in his own way, and they all have to include dropping heavy things on head and walking through the head of someone. All of that, yeah, but all the ways that they're done are just unique and perfect for the characters. And now seeing the same things that are recycled from the old animations, the exact same funny things, excluding where he got into the street light and it went green, and the fact that he was going through the cars like like this. Other than that, everything is absolutely recycled from Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry themselves. So if you've seen enough of them, you will know all of them, and you'll just recognize them right away. I would see it, but it's probably going to be below average. I don't think that they can return the old magic. Now, the Looney Tunes HBO Max show that I've seen recently, that one is pretty awesome. It does recycle some, but it's done in a way that is also mixed with a lot of original stuff, and I just love how they were able to recapture actually the magic there. So those are pretty awesome. I would watch them again and again. I don't think that they're quite the same as before, but is the closest thing is quality that you can get in today's times. Once again, that is the new HBO Looney Tunes show. So guys, I would say that this is a good trailer as a trailer itself, but as Tom and Jerry movie, I'm just underwhelmed and kind of bored of the fact that they just recycle everything, and they should either be left alone if they cannot capture the magic, or I don't know, guys. It's a matter of debate, but I would say to all the kids in the world, or to even grown-ups that have not seen Tom and Jerry actually just yet, I would say to all of those people, what are you doing? Go and see Tom and Jerry episodes. They're very brief. They're a lot of them. I don't know how many, but there's so many of them. But doesn't matter, just see a few, you're going to be hooked immediately because you're gonna recognize the charm and the originality and all of that, and actually it's going to be funny the way that is done there. Here it just falls very, very, very flat to me. So that is it, guys, my reaction, review, breakdown